So, compliment getting fragrances, the summer edition. Meet me on the other side of this intro and we're gonna get into it. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Trey Sense, and yes, we got a little bit of a video, a little bit of a discussion. You know how we do it here on the channel. But before we get into that, first of all, give yourself a round of applause for helping get your boy to 2,400 subs. Big accomplishment, standing ovation, 100 away from the 2,500 sub mark. Oh man, can't wait, can't wait. So with that being said, few little things I need from you. Like this video, share this video, sub to the channel. That's it. Now, y'all ready to get it? These are some of my most complimented fragrances this summer edition. These are fragrances that I wear, pull unsolicited compliments. No further ado, let's get right into it. This first one is one, it gets a lot of compliments. Very well made fragrance. I love the bottle. Some people may not agree that this is a warmer weather fragrance, but to me, it's a dressy, sophisticated, warm weather fragrance, and it is from the house of Zaharov, and it is Signature Noir. And you see the levels. I have put a dent in this, and I like this fragrance. To me, I'm not sure what the note is, but to me, it comes off tropical, and that's why I wear it in the warmer climates. Now, no, it doesn't smell like coconuts or anything like that, or lime or a nice mixed drink or anything like that, but it just gives me a nice summertime vibe, and I'm fixing to give myself a nice summertime spray. There, a little squirt, it'll do. Oh, that smells good. Now this one is very dressy. It's very dressy. I don't just wear this, there we go. Oh man, that smells good. You do pick up on a lot of the signature per home DNA, but to me this one is just a little bit more playful, and I think Noir means night. This is not Noir though, Trey. This is Royal. That's Noir. This is Royal, but nonetheless, I like this fragrance. I do. It just gives me a very dressy, but at the same time sophisticated summertime type of vibe. And again, I'll say this. No, it's not a citrus fragrance. No, it's not a boozy tequila margarita. None of that. It's just well made, masculine, and to my nose, it's something in it that gives it a tropical type vibe. Signature Royale from Zaharov. Every time I wear this, I get a compliment. They want to know what I'm wearing and where they can get it. Beautiful scent here from the house of Zaharov. And plus, George is a really, really cool guy. Does a lot for us small-time guys in Fragcom. And my glasses are always dirty. Every time I get ready to do a video, these things are filthy. This is my first summer wearing glasses in probably 30 years. So. Those of you who wear specs, you know my pain. Let's get it. Let's keep going. This is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. It is a staple in my collection, and it's polarizing. It's a polarizing fragrance. It's one of those people sniff. Ooh, and I have a huge bottle, and the levels on it are dwindling down, but I have a lifetime supply of Bleu de Chanel. This bottle is almost so big I can't even see. I gotta peek over the bottle. But this is Bleu de Chanel, and this is the EDT. Now I have the EDT, the EDP, and the Parfum. I think this is my favorite. I get great projection and great longevity out of this. I know a lot of people say that they don't, but I do. But to me, this is a citrus incense type of fragrance. It's really a year-round type of scent, but I reach for it the most in the warmer weather. And I'll tell you something about this fragrance. If you're around somebody that has a sensitive nose or is just sensitive to fragrances, this is one that is really, really easy to wear. Chanel makes really high quality products. Nobody's gonna be offended. Karen is not gonna turn you in. to the office manager talking about Bob's wearing cologne again. It aggravates my allergies. Bob, you can spray up. You can spray up, you can spray up, you can spray up, you can spray up. Karen will be just fine. But this is a beautiful citrusy grapefruit incensey type of jam, and I like it. Plus it has a magnetic cap. And I think you can get this, which is probably the biggest size bottle ever made. What is this? 150 mil, 6 something ounces, 5.5 fluid ounces maybe. Yeah. And I think this bottle will run you about $150, and that's not a bad buy. Bleu de Chanel, one of my most complimented summertime fragrances. Another one, I have not had this one all that long. Picked it up late winter, early spring, wore it a lot in the spring, and I've worn it a few times. Well, we're technically still in spring, but it's 90 degrees here in Alabama in the spring. So imagine what the summer's got. But we're coming to the end of May. YSL's Y Eau Fraiche. Now I know I just put this in a video not too long ago. I think YSL did a good job of keeping the DNA from the original Y. In this one, they just freshened it up. This one is one of those fragrances that you will go nose blind to it and you'll forget, and you'll be like, I can't smell it. And then you walk in a room and somebody go, ooh, somebody smells nice. That's this scent. That's what it does. It's so low key, it's so chill. And it smells just like a fragrance that you would expect to be in a bottle that looks like this one. Absolutely love this fragrance, and I'm gonna give myself a hit of this too, man. I love doing these videos. You just spray just a little bit. Oh man. When you first spray it, you get that blast of freshness like you get from the original Y. And then it just continues to get fresher and fresher and fresher and fresher and fresher. This fragrance to me is almost mouth-watering. And again, I promise you, this is one people sniff and, what are you wearing? That smells really, really nice. What is that? YSL Y. YSL Y Eau Fraiche is what this is. And again, compliment getter. Now, it is similar to the original YSL Y. It definitely has the DNA. This is just a fresher take. But to me, when you're buying a flanker, you want that DNA. This is just fresher, fresher, fresher. And the original is very fresh itself, but this is about compliments, and this is one, I'm telling you, I think I wore this and went in the gas station and they about went stupid, honestly. YSL Y Eau Fraiche. So I'm 3 down, got 4 more to go. Again, compliment getter, and this is another one that could go summer, spring, or even some cooler days, but we're talking about summertime compliment getters, and since it was in the middle of the summer when I wore this, extremely hot Jimmy Choo Man Blue. Probably not the Jimmy Choo you were expecting. Probably you were probably thinking he's gonna say Man Ice. That's a good one too. But I haven't received crazy compliments from Man Ice. I love Jimmy Choo. I love Jimmy Choo Man Ice. It's a beautiful, beautiful scent. It's very special to me. I like it. I like it a lot. Man Blue. Wore this to the gas station, and I've told this story a few times. I was stopping in there because I had to get gas. So I was just running errands, and I had this on. And let me tell you something, man. Thelma and Louise, I thought they were gonna come across that counter. I was a little uncomfortable because they were sniffing, and I've never in my life been told that I smell delicious. That's what I was told when I had this on, that I smell delicious. So Jimmy Choo Man Blue makes Trey Scents Belafonte smell delicious. Y'all ain't heard that Trey Belafonte in a minute. You remember when I used to say that all the time? Y'all remember? Because y'all been rocking with the boy. It's your boy, Trey Belafonte. RLL, cool Trey. Y'all remember? But anyway, just plain old Trey. Compliment getting fragrance from the house of Jimmy Choo. Jimmy Choo's Man Blue. That's a good scent. They made up for Jimmy Choo Man with that one. Jimmy Choo Man is a beautiful smelling fragrance, but I think it lasts 2.5 minutes and it's a wrap. But they made up for that one with blue. This next one is the only, well, is Zaharov niche? No, I digress. This one, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness, is extremely expensive. I'm glad I have it in a Scentbird decant. It is from the house of Roja or Raja, whichever you pronounce it. And it is Elysium. I'm sorry I do not have full bottle presentation. I think I have 2 of these because I managed to get 2 from them. And this is one of the most complimented summer fragrances that I have. It just doesn't perform. It just doesn't perform at all. That Zaharov is doing its thing on my hand. That signature Royale, as well as that YSL Y. They are both smelling good, but this is a compliment getting fragrance. It's similar to Aventus, but not really. But man, excuse me. I apologize for that, y'all, but it's smelling these fragrances. I wonder if I should rotate these coffee beans. Do coffee beans go stale? Does anybody know? And for those of you who are curious what this is, it is just what you think it is. It is a salt and pepper shaker with coffee beans in it, which helps clear the nostrils. Okay. Now, back to what I was saying and what I was doing. Elysium is one of my most complimented fragrances of all time, and it is definitely one of my most complimented summertime fragrances. Every time I wear it, I get a polarizing reaction. The only problem is it doesn't last. If it were a better performing fragrance, I would get it. And this is just the original Elysium Parfum. I know they got a new one out or something, but I don't pay a whole lot of attention because I know it's well out of my price range, more than what I'm willing to pay. But this one is a great citrus style fragrance, great for the high heat. It does smell very, very regal. When I wear it, I feel pretty good. I always try to wear bright colors when I wear it, like some pinks or some pastels or some, Kelly green or something just bright and festive when I wear it, because that's what the fragrance invokes to me, is it just brings out that side. But nonetheless, from the house of Roja or Raja, it is Elysium, and it is a beautiful scent, but I can't pay the $300 or $400 that they are wanting for it. Got 2 more. This next one, for an inexpensive fragrance, it again, and I say this about this fragrance every time I talk about it, because it gets unsolicited compliments from men and women, questions, and it is Montblanc Legend Spirit. And I'm gonna put this one in the air. Well, no, that's something else. Ah, man. Just a great, fresh, uplifting, easy to wear, summertime type of scent. I'm not sure if that's green apple that I pick up on in the opening, because I don't do note breakdowns. And the reason I don't do note breakdowns, in case you're wondering, is because everybody smells something different. Everybody's nose is different. Everybody picks up on things differently. So, I could give you 15 notes in this fragrance and you not smell none of them. You'd be going, yeah, I don't smell burst of papaya. I don't either, bro. So, I don't bother. I just give you the vibe and the energy. Great for the summertime and the heat, bright sunny day fragrance. Again, you can dress this one up, you can dress it down, but most importantly, I'm telling you, listen to me now, believe me later on. You are going to get unsolicited compliments with this fragrance if that's your thing. If it's not, then you may not want to put this on, because the lady down at the gas station is going to tell you smell good. And when you go in Burlington to see if they got any cheap gems, they're going to tell you smell good. When you drop your kids off with your ex, she going to be like, who you trying to smell good for? You know how they do. Come on, guys. That right there is about 15. That's a paragraph sentence. So you're gonna get some compliments. You're gonna turn some heads. Montblanc Legend Spirit. All right, last but not least is one I bought last year. I want to say it was still warm, maybe September, and I am pleased to have this in my collection. It is definitely a compliment getter. Wore this to the barbershop one day and solicited and had to field several questions. Listen, I had to answer more questions than Jimbo Fisher and Deion Sanders about Nick Saban and his little comments. Anyway, I have to take my shots at Alabama every chance I get. Go Irish. Cedrat Boise from the house of Mancera, and this is not the magnetic, this is the screw-on. That smells good. That smells good. And this is one that gets you unsolicited compliments as well. It just does. People will be sniffing and going, that smells good. Now what is that? Mancera, Cedrat Boise. I affectionately call it Cedrat, baby. And yes, it is similar to Aventus. I'm fortunate, I'm blessed enough to have an old bottle of Aventus. I've got a 4.2 ounce, 125 mil, and it smells better than the newer batches. It is a beautiful, beautiful scent. Is it worth the price? I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. I really don't. Price, I would go with Cedrat Boise. The older batches of Aventus were special. They were something different, but nonetheless, for the $75 to $100 that you can get this fragrance for, get it, wear it in the high heat, and get yourself some attention and some compliments. And the thing about Mancera fragrances is you don't have to spray a ton of them on. Honestly, you don't have to spray a ton of any fragrance on. That's something I'm having to teach myself, not to be Bob and go 75 sprays in. Don't be Bob. You know, go, 5 to 7 sprays, because honestly, no fragrance was meant to be smelled more than a few arms length away. They were not meant to be smelled across the room. I myself am guilty of liking that. I will be the first to admit it, but nonetheless, this is not a fragrance tutorial. This is a review, our discussion. You know how we do it here on the channel. Cedrat Boise is as complimented as Zaharov and Elysium and Bleu de Chanel. All of those fragrances are major, major compliment getters for me. And Cedrat Boise is no different. From the house of Mancera, it is Cedrat Boise, a nice citrus. Does it have pineapple? Maybe. It's not quite as smoky. It does have that little bit of a birch accord to it. Anyway, great smelling fragrance. If you can find this gem, pick it up. Use it, enjoy it, adore it. 7 fragrances from my collection that are some of my most complimented summertime warm weather fragrances. All right, guys. Remember to be active in the comment section. Let me know what your favorite summertime fragrances are and what you're rocking and what works for you. Again, thank you for returning to the scene of the crime. Always be active in the comment section. That's what they're there for. And remember, I love you all and God bless you all. Till next time, guys. Peace.